we got to talk about the vlog. A lot of people reacted to it.
Yeah.
Most of the people had negative things to say.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that style of shooting.
Yeah.
Where you call out the whole hood, because what tends to happen is you got all the homies in the back dissing, and it creates a different sort of tone of an interview as opposed to what we're doing here. We're having a conversation.
Yeah, conversation.
If you would have brought 20 other people out here, it would have threw off this amazing conversation we're having, right?
Yeah.
What's your whole view of how that video went down?
Well, I can't even really explain it, right? It was a vlog. We know what each other do on these vlogs. You gang bang, you represent, and you know, it shit come out, you know. It's shit that's done on an everyday basis. I got so many videos on my page. Motherfucker might hit me up or make a post, cause you know I follow a lot of the dudes, A-Trays and Hoovers. They diss all day long on there,
on social media,
all day long.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get on that vlog and do it, like the world changed. It was just like a change in weather. It's crazy.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying that this is going on anyways.
Yeah, this been going on for 40 years. Like you don't let us. You know, it ain't like we don't. You know, get along.
But what about the allegation that you were recently in some peace conversations, some peace talks prior to this vlog, and now you're on the vlog dissing? You said Snoover. You dissed a couple of hoods in the vlog, so that's a different dynamic.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
yeah, you.
Well, I can elaborate on that. So what happened was I contacted one dude from over there that had a little influence on the guys on some peaceful talk. But then I'm also in communication with a lot of dudes that's not with the peace, you know. So I contacted him. I said, if you got any issue, you know what I'm saying, you need to tap in, just hit me. You know, this wasn't my idea. This came from another older homie of mine that was, you know, in the loop with them guys over there. He said, hey man, look, man, let's woo. I'm like, all right, I ain't tripping. I don't want to see nobody in jail for no murder or even attempt. So I got at him and he was like, oh, all right, for sure. The vlog came out and, you know, it just came on my mouth, you know, and that's what it was. I did reach out to him because I was for peace, because not meaning like we gonna go have a volleyball tournament or no shit like that, but I just don't want nobody coming over here, and we not gonna go bother nobody over there, whether it's fighting or even spray paint on the wall, you know. But during those peace talks, you know, these guys kept coming over here and, you know, poking the bear and, you know, rolling up and down the street. So I just got probably a little bit agitated by thinking about those things. It was just too many incidents within that peace talk. We ain't even came up with a plan yet, and you guys are, you know, playing around.
Yeah, and you said you don't want to see anyone go to jail. I also want to touch on, you spent most of your adult life
in prison. Life. Yeah, you know, I've been to camp about 4 times. Yeah. And then, you know, county jail time and just 4 prison terms.
How do you feel that you've had a majority of your freedom taken from you during your adult life and a big chunk of your juvenile life?
It's kind of fucked up. You become institutionalized in a sense, you know. I hate to sleep. I'll fall asleep somewhere and get mad because I feel like I'm wasting time because I spent so much time in prison. So it is fucked up, you know. You just lose touch of yourself as far as like, I don't like being around a lot of people. I'm always like looking around. I can't hit no clubs because it's just PTSD. I don't know what's going on. This shit feel like a chow hall with a gang of Mexicans in it and black. So it's just like, you know, I'm just not comfortable in a lot of things.
Now, you mentioned in the video that you pointed out to an apartment building that was headquarters for Menlo for a long time. Yeah. But currently, there are no black people living in it anymore.
Not one.
When you were young, I'm gonna come back to you, but when you were young, how many Mexicans? What was the Mexican presence like here in this community in the late '70s, early '80s?
Okay. No, it was. I mean, you know, I was here when it was. I mean. It was only 2 guys. It was a guy named Alfred that was Hispanic that lived on our block. You know, I mean, I was here then. Then, you know, I just watched it all grow up.
Were there still some white people living here when you were young?
Yeah.
the lady that used to live here, I forgot her name, but she used to live right on 65th. She used to do the voting poll, and she was a white lady, and she taught us how to vote as little young kids. We used to go over there and vote, and every Wednesday she used to give us a candy bar, a sneaker, and it was a white lady lived on our block.